Right, okay. Looks like the microphone's working today. Although I am just going to check that. Right, okay, for anyone joining in just now, I will put a timestamp into where we get to the start. For now, I am just going to take you through a bit of the things that have happened so far. So, we're in the Guildford race, we're expecting rain, and we've just finished qualifying. Cheeky Devlin was on pole, Mildew is second, and Return the Star is third. All of the tweets here basically giving Captain Red Dog and myself a load of grief, a bit of grief for Canopio. This fan really doesn't like Urkel, and just a little bit there on practice. So, I'm going to race day. Whilst we wait for people who might show up, I'm going to just do the prep for the race, because I haven't done that yet. You guys haven't seen it, so you might be interested. I don't know. For now, I'm just going to pick a nurse here for Canopio. I'll give him some slightly dodgy parts. We're not expecting rain as far as I can see, and I'm going to miss when it starts raining and not plan for it, which I'm sure you're all very excited about. As I automate all of the sessions, this is all automated. We have 18 laps. Now you could, in theory, do a one-stop on those mediums. This is... yeah, Red Dog does not have good smoothness. So I am going to put him on the 2-stop. I'm just going to switch. I didn't have softs. No, softs is an option. Okay, we'll have to put on mediums. I don't have the option. Soft, medium, soft, medium, medium. No, let's just go medium. Let's just go medium. Okay, what have we got over here? This is where Canopio does better. He can make these tyres last a bit longer. Yeah, we're going to keep Canopio on the one-stop strategy. Yeah. So in practice, this is how everyone did. Lewis D doing very well there. Kutuf doing great. Our guy's not so well. Trellis doing better than Captain Red Dog. The practice session and then qualifying. I'll run through to qualifying in a moment. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, so we'll just get cracking. So, our pole position sitter is Cheeky Devlin on the soft tyres. Softs all around really. Victor Mildew in second. Return the Star third. Vermeline fourth. Canby and Falsey on the third row, both doing really well. Robbo and Floyd Freak probably hoping for a little bit more. Mento Mori doing great, that 9th place qualification, giving you 17th in the championship, and Neo Cortex similarly alongside. Lewis D and Urkel just outside the points. Saturales is that great race last time around. He's actually second in the championship. I forgot about that. Captain Kinopio is there in 15th, and then we've got more medium runners. Jam Master J on the softs at the back of the grid. In fact, just having a very quick look here, it's mainly super softs up front, softs in kind of the mid pack. Urkel, your front runner on mediums. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Okay, let's get into the race. I'm really worried about this rain, and I'm going to miss it. So here we go, following Kambe. Falsey is a little bit of a poor start. Kambe goes between the two of them and up into third. That's really good, it's really strong. Mildew miles out, such a strong first couple of corners. He's out, and meanwhile we've got Kambe trying to go up the inside of Devlin, and he does so. And Kambe doesn't want to be outdone by his teammate Satriales. So this Finnish driver is putting his foot down, but Devlin is on the back of him. There is a lot of racing a bit later in the pack. Lewis Dee's just lost that position to Vermeline, but got it back. Let's see if he can get around, return the start down in 7th. He's had a poor start. Lewis D trying to go around the outside. He's going to try and brake late because he gets to the inside the next corner, and he's up to 8th. So he's done really well. There is, just missed it, but I saw it in the corner of the screen. Robbo getting in front of Kambe. Kambe's lost 2nd and 3rd now. And he's fallen down to 4th. Red Dog and Kinopio fighting at the back as usual, trying to get ahead of Cortex. Cortex had a bit of a poor start there. I think he was up in the top 10 in the grid, but he is trying to make some ground back as he's boxed by Jam Master J and Gwynevata Cat. He's got past one of them, but can he get past the other? Tries to go around the outside into the inside. No, nothing doing there. Let's see how Return of the Star's doing. He's got onto the back of Falsey. We'll be hoping to clear the Vandalt Racing driver and get back on the charge. He's Cheeky Devlin, meanwhile, is in 2nd place, 2.5 seconds behind Mildew. The chat there getting right in front of who's in the lead. We are Robbo holding on to 3rd place on Kambe. You'd expect to be doing a bit better given his teammate is out in front. So Kambe is managing to keep him honest. And that's quite good to see. Meanwhile, I think this is where the closest racing is at the moment. Urkel, leader on the mediums. That contrary strategy you would hope will pay dividends later on in the race. Vermilion stuck behind him. Again, dropping off the podium, just off the grid, just not great. Needs to get past Urkel, but he seems just sat there like he's going to be sat there for the rest of the race. I mean, looking at the doesn't seem to be putting too much effort in to get ahead. So everyone was on brand new tyres. Everyone's 4 laps into their tyre stint. So nothing happening there. This is an 18-lap race. Looking at our guys, Captain Red Dog, halfway through those tyres. He might make a one-stop work for a change. That is going to be tight. Kinopio, as normal, a bit softer on his tyres, so he's doing okay. Meanwhile, we've got some pitters. Kinopio hadn't pitted, I've got the wrong guy, but it is Vermilion who has pitted. He's the first to pit. It's raining. I hadn't spotted it. I said I wouldn't spot it, and I haven't. It started to rain. Yeah, what am I going to do? Okay, I think that's early, so both my guys are okay. Can I hold out for another lap? We are going to pit Red Dog and we're going to put him straight onto the wets, and it is early for wets, but I think we'll go faster than these guys and we'll get ahead of them, or we're already ahead of them, we'll stay ahead. Meanwhile, what is Mildew's in, Devlin takes the lead, Mildew's onto the wets, but people are continuing on. This is a judgment call. How long do you stay out with the weather like this? Red Dog's in, looks like, I'm guessing that's Jam Master J there, yeah, in as well, so that you'd expect they're all going to come out in front of this pack. Can Vermaline get the jump on anybody? Can he get Red Dog? No, he can't. Red Dog's out. I think now anyone on dry tired is going to be having problems. These tyres will only last 9 laps. They're not going to make the end. So it might have been better to come in early. It's too late now. I've done it. Kinopio now going round. What we do with lap times. It's difficult to see because the bottom guys, Vermaline down, were on their exit laps. Those 135s aren't really kind of representative. Devlin's in. Where does he come out? Gotta expect he's back in pole. He went through. Mildew went through. Mildew! He pitted the lap earlier, and he's actually, I think he was already in the lead. I'm just forgetting, but he's pretty on the right side. 4 seconds now that gap, so that gap seems to have extended. What's gone? Vermaline has struggled with that pit strategy. He's come out further back. Looks like Kinopio was just ahead of Red Dog as Vermaline tries to take him around the inside. So when was the right lap? I don't know. It seems like it was very close. Do what you like, mate. I don't control the strategy. Turning the start has lost a few, like it lost a few places there from the images on the side. What's going on? Has he got damage? I think Return of the Star has damage. I mean, he's sparking all over the place. He's into the pits. He missed what happened there, but not great for him. Now he's down to last place. Now, if he looks after those tyres, that could be his final stop, and that might be okay. He'll have some free air to run in. But given he's attacking those tyres, you expect that to be unlikely. Falsey is looks like he's being chased by Robbo92. Robbo being half a second faster that last lap round, so he's closing in. Now he's only a half second or so in it. Meanwhile, let's have a look here. Lewis D and Murray, these guys are both doing really well. They finished 6th and 7th. Those would be great results for those guys. Lotus got ahead of Wagner. We've missed that. They look quite close still. I'm trying to keep an eye on it in case Wagner comes back at him. He's right under his rear wing. Can he send one? He doesn't send it. Got an opportunity here on the inside. No. I think Lotus probably has that 0.1 up on the pace. Wagner's a little bit down. Kinopio's behind him. Void Freak racing hard with Red Dog. Had gained the place, lost it again. 8 laps to go. It's still raining. Devlin? What? Ah, Devlin, what did you do? I've never seen that symbol before, so I don't know. I'm guessing it's some sort of penalty, time penalty. I did see on the minimap it looked like he'd gone wide, so I'm wondering if he's cut the corner. I mean, he's closed that gap. Last time round he was a little bit slower. Let's see how fast he is. He's up by a second, so that suggests he has cut a corner. I haven't seen that before. That's played this game for a long time, but I haven't seen that before. Vermaline, meanwhile, still behind. Kinopio down in 15th. I mean, after the season opening, we thought he was going to be a title contender, but he's just not stepped up, and it's a bit of a shame to see. Urkel's got Satrialis behind him. Urkel looking good in that 8th place. Satcharize looks like he's closing. Devlin's fallen behind a bit in that lead, but he's succeeded a bit of a faster lap there. Urkel seems to have the edge. And Satcharize at the moment. Everyone's a little bit spread out. There isn't too much in the way of people trading times. The question now is, when are people going to pit? Looking at the tyre life, you can see that Mildew went early onto those softs and onto those wets. Sorry, and that's what's made a difference for him. Devlin is close. You expect there would, well, there'll definitely be another one for Red Dog. In fact, I'm not of the opinion. The rain's going to cease at the end of the race, but it's not going to help us. Red Dog, we're going to get you to pit. I'm going to put you onto wets. There's no point doing any of that. And there's, hopefully he'll come out 19th. Grinvat Cat has also pitted, so I think we're into the pit phase. His tyres are starting to reach the end of their life. So does Mildew come in? No. Does Cheeky come in? No. Return to the start is starting to make up places now. People are pitting. Has he been going fast enough to make much of a challenge? Doing 121s, 121.9. That puts him kind of fifth. Keeps his foot down. He might be able to get some people over in the pit phase. Does he get Captain Red Dog? He does. That's another place for him. The rain seems to neutralise this race a little bit. Urquhart's still doing a good job of protecting against Saturalis. Mori, you can expect, is in this lap. His tyres look very warm. I am going to be bringing Canopio. Just want to see what Mori does. Lewis D's in. Mori's in. And I'll go for it. We're going to see if we can pit fast and jump some people, because we have Vermaelen all over the back of us. Vermaelen's going to try and do a hot lap and do the overcut. How's this pit go? All good. Very fast. Back out quickly for Canopio. Floyd Freak is ahead of us. Slowing us down. Is it just a lap? Should we wait a lap and gone for inters? Hadn't considered that. Now I'm ruining it. I haven't considered it. Maybe it's just because Mildew's so much further ahead. What does Mildew do? It's in the pits. It's wets again. Cheeky now is going to have to put in a really hot lap. Mildew back out into fifth. Urkel, Saturalis, Cortez all in as well. Lewis D up in sixth. Mori seventh. Mori's really driving the wheels off of that car. The Thornton Motorsport is supposed to be the worst car. So the fact he's got that into seventh. And I expect these guys will probably come out and pit in front of him. But yeah, seventh is great. We have got some guys on inters. Floyd Freak's coming for inters. Pretty sure Floyd Freak was in the lap prior, wasn't he? Didn't he come out in front of Canopio? Not sure. Cambay into the pits. He's on inters. Devlin has pitted for inters. He's on his way back out. Where is Mildew? He's gone through. And so is Lewis D. It's just it dried up, and those looks like those wet tyres just fell off the cliff. What are we doing here times wise? We'll follow Devlin. Let's see what he can do. Is he going to just size all the way around Lewis? Yeah, he is. There's one lap though. There's one lap. He's just going to stick it out. It's not worth one lap, but look at just how much difference they're making. Yeah, okay, you can pit. You can pit, you can go in inters, and you just have to go fast. So yeah, Cheeky's got Falsey all over the back of him. Falsey sniffs a podium. Meanwhile, I'm keeping half an eye on the lead. I want to see if Kanbei can close it up because he is chunking into that time here. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. Devlin holding on to third place. These wets are just not holding out anymore. Just in the start, managed to get up to 10th if he can hold on. He's only half a second ahead of Cortex. Kanbei, he's closed it up in a lap. This is for the lead. Sorry, I'm speechless for a moment because I didn't realise that was a last lap. He's just done it. 0.1 second for the race win. Outstanding. Lewis D into 6th. Mori coming around in 7th. Of the star, he's going to hold on for 10th. He does. That was great. I got Red Dog in one place. Oh, we lost. Kinopio gets pipped on the line, which means we don't even get the sponsor objective of 16th. That's yeah, I'm speechless for that one. That was a great finish there on the line. Kanbei steals it by 0.1 seconds. The switch to inters at the end there. I've fair play. I didn't do it. I was asked to do it, and I didn't switch those inters, and our team didn't do so well. Did it one lap later, which was one lap too late. But that inter switch at the end, Victor Mildew's going to feel hard done by. Devlin did get a time penalty. Let's see what happens that does to the results if that was already applied. I'm sure there was a time penalty for cutting the corner. Drive-through penalty. Must have been already run and I must have missed it. But Kanbei is your race winner. Mildew in second and Cheeky Devlin gets the last podium position. Falsey will be really happy with that fourth after the last race out there. He's really in good form. Lewis D equally be happy with that 6th place. Robbo might be, well, he's probably happy enough with 5th, but given he was in a race winning capable car, he might not be too happy. Mori in 7th, another contender for driver of the day. I think that is a great result for Mori in that Thornton Motorsport. 2 Brazilians 8th and 9th, and Return the Star recovering to 10th place after taking some wing damage. And Neo Cortex managing to recover back up to 11th, having started 10th but dropped quite far down. That was pretty good too. Jumping down, Jam Master J made 6 positions. That's really good. Vermilion losing 11 again. He's really struggling at the moment. Qualifies well, races poorly from the looks of it, but his teammate did exactly the same. So Panther Racing 15th and 16th. But I'm not going to throw too many stones because Kinopio and Red Dog 17th and 20th. I didn't do too well there for the Chariot team. So that's what it's done to the drivers' standings. Kanbei is now jumped into 2nd in the standings, only 9 points off Devlin. Devlin's consistency is keeping him top of the standings. Mildew has jumped up as well. He's only 16 points away, and Falsey up into 4th. Returning the Star raced really well, to be fair. Only got the point after the damage he's taken. And Vermilion is, after that race win, hasn't scored any points now for 2 races. And he's down into 7th. We only have 6 drivers who have not scored any points. Neo Cortex, Kutuf, Lotus, Jam Master J, Captain Red Dog, and Grinvad Cat. And I believe that means there's only one team that hasn't scored any points yet, which is the Katano Sport. Bottom position will be relegated. But at the top of the standings, the Rossini are 7 points clear of Windsor Racing, who you've got to say you would not expect to be that high but I've had a couple of outstanding drives from each of their drivers. Okay, that's it for round 3. Thank you very much.